The human face is the window into the face.
How to art.
Hey Doodlebugs, it's Mary. Let's talk about drawing faces. Everyone's got one, except for you. I know you're in there. So understanding the basic proportions of the face can help you with your cartooning as well as your real life drawings. Observation is key. You might be sensing a pattern in some of these videos. Observation, looking at the world around you to help inform your drawings. So there are many different types of faces out there and they do a bunch of different things. They're malleable and expressive. So take note of faces that you see in your day-to-day life, capture images, save pictures on your interwebs, or clip things out of magazines that seem appealing to you, faces that you are interested in drawing. You can go back to these images and use them as reference pictures. It's so great having a visual reference to go to, but it's also helpful to understand the basic facial proportions. The proportions are about how everything on the face relates to one another. So these are some guidelines. These are not hard and fast rules, but they'll help you to make things look more correct and also give you the knowledge to be able to manipulate things and get the effects that you're going for. To begin, I draw a circle-ish, followed by a vertical line and a horizontal line, dividing that circle into halves. The horizontal line is going to be your eye line. That's where the eyes line up. Draw a horizontal line between the eye line and the bottom of the circle. This will be your nose line. The mouth line is right around the base of the circle. To mark where the chin will be, take the distance between the nose and the mouth line and match that beneath the mouth. The jawline of the face is incredibly informative about the character, so we'll get into that later. For now, we're going to do a basic U-shaped jaw, starting from around the nose line and curving it down to that chin line. The distance between the chin and the nose is about the same as the distance between the nose and the eyebrow. To balance out the head, the distance between the hairline and the top of the head is the same as the distance between the mouth and the chin. The ears will rest between the nose line and the eye or the brow line. Each eye rests in the center of its own hemisphere on the eye line, and the distance between the inner corners of those eyes are equal to the width of one eye. In other words, you could fit a third eye between them. This distance is also the same as the width of the nose and mouth. So you can line up your nose and your mouth with the inner corners of your eyes. Practice these guidelines. Use them as the foundation to your drawings. They will help you. These are very basic facial proportions. As you know, we are all beautiful snowflakes and everyone is different. I have one eye that is not as big as the other eye. Deal with it. So I encourage you to adjust these proportions and your guidelines to create a unique face. As you practice sketching these guidelines, don't feel like you need to measure everything with a ruler. Eyeball it. Get used to judging space and distance. Feel free to adjust these guidelines and the way you make them to suit your needs. They're here to help you. Faces come in many basic shapes and sizes, and the jawline is crucial for defining that face. Round face, long, pointed, square, chin, strong or weak jaw. Practice drawing different jawlines and chins. Generally, a feminine face will have a more delicate, smaller jawline and chin, whereas a masculine face will have a more pronounced jawline. Noses. Noses can be long, short, upturned, downturned, narrow, wide, delicate, hooked. The bridge could be indented in toward the head or jut outward, or it could just be straight. Feminine faces and youthful, childlike faces will tend to have smaller, minimal noses, whereas a large nose with a lot of character is great for elders or villains or snooty waiters. The mouth and lips. Now, according to that guideline, the mouth wouldn't be any wider than the nose or the inner corners of the eyes, but of course, people are shaped differently. Some people will have an extra wide Mick Jagger mouth. Some people will have a teeny tiny little mouth, and it will also shift and bend and push and pull according to the emotion that your character is portraying. Generally, more shapely, defined lips indicate feminine, whereas thinner, more minimal lips will indicate masculine, but that is not always the case. Lips may be thicker on the bottom, they may be thicker on the top, or they might be the same thickness. Eyes are super expressive. They come in various shapes: round, almond, big, small, lid, lidless. Many times the eyes are not fully open all the way, and so we won't see the entire iris. If you do draw the entire iris, the face may look shocked or surprised. Youthful, innocent characters can benefit from large, childlike eyes, while smaller eyes can imply more maturity. Eyebrows, so much character in eyebrows. And they can come in arches, straight lines, or an arrow shape. Thick or thin or even non-existent. Much of the expression comes from the eyebrows. The inner corners of the eyebrow can push in or pull out to convey emotion. If you want to show shock, surprise, or joy, those eyebrows can arc upward toward the center of the forehead. To show anger or intensity, those eyebrows are going to arc downward toward the bridge of the nose. To show confusion or deep thought, you can alternate the eyebrows with one going up and one angled downward. Gesture drawings. To get a better idea of all the varieties of faces and the expressions that they make, practice doing gesture drawings. Gesture drawings are really quick sketches. Take no longer than 2 minutes drawing them. Use a photo reference or a friend as a model, or even better, sketch strangers as they pass by. They'll move quickly, so you won't have the time to sit down and worry about the detail. Quick sketch these faces you see using loose, fluid lines. Ignore the details for now. It should look scribbly and messy and like an exaggerated version of your subject. Gesture drawings are an exercise. This is a way of studying faces and focusing more on the shapes, lines, and the motion. So don't feel bad if your gestures look just like stick figures or like a scribble monster threw up more scribble monsters on the paper. Sketch, sketch, sketch. You can never practice too much. So do some drawings and practice sketches of those basic guidelines. Try making a variety of faces with a variety of features. Also do gesture drawings based on real life or photo references. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was at least a little bit helpful in understanding some of the basic proportions of faces and get you inspired to try making some new expressive creative drawings. There's a lot to go over with faces, so maybe a part 2 coming up about the details. I don't know. If you do have any questions, or if you're an artist and you want to share your tips and tricks, leave a comment below. I also will be making more how-to art videos. So if you want to see a video on drawing or painting specifics, leave a request in the comments, or you can tweet me at Doodles. I make these tutorials every Thursday and time-lapse art videos on Mondays, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss those. I've also launched a Patreon account, so if you want to help support this channel and keep the videos going, just keep watching, be your lovely self, and share these videos. You can also go to patreon.com/MaryDoodles and learn how to become a patron there for rewards. Thank you very much for watching. Draw this!